I'm just trying to figure out why it's doing this. Sorry, I know this is not the most fun thing to do. Let's go to the stream manager and see if it's why it's doing this. I'm not doing Minecraft. Oh, hold on, I can edit it here, I think. Yep. Making a note. Sorry. What you get for streaming more than one game? Where are we? Sorry. Very sorry. Genuinely. Very frustrating. Oh, look, it's me in the chat. Oh, little baby face. Ooh, coffee. That's enough of that. That's totally good. Part of the thing with banking early when doing this task, I know it's not the most fun task, but it's got to be done task. Part of the thing with banking early like that is I just have to remind myself that 2 bracelets of Ethereum is 500 charges for a cute little bow. So I'm not going to be mad that we have to run back and bank. I'm not going to be mad I'm banking 500 charges on a little bow. We got to get them somehow, you know. Got to get those charges. We got 500. 500 good. 500 good. 500 fine. Something about Minecraft. It's known between all of the services, so I think it's somehow defaulting to that. So I had to manually go change it, but it should be fine now. I have a lot of control over each individual destination while streaming, but if there's a problem on each given output, I just have to go to that destination and fix it. So, all right, you. I think you're a bot, to be honest. We're quick, but I think that's a bot. We're in the wrong world. Whoopsies. I did not mean to go to that world. We're on a wrong coast world. Whoops. I like to switch. Oh. No, I won't add you on Discord. Thank you. I like to go to some of the random ones in between. Thanks for the follow, you real genuine human being, you. It's appreciated. If your first comment ever is, hey man, love content, follow back kindly, and then just a Discord or a WhatsApp message, like link or username, no. It's just shady as hell. Ooh, got new coffee. Let's see. Unfortunately, it's mixed with the old coffee, so it's not 100% new coffee. It's not bad. It's not life-changing. It's pretty subtle. It's not bad. I'd say it's not bad. Oh, there's a revenant boss over there in the cave. There's just no way in hell we're going to be fighting one of those anytime soon. I have attempted to fight like 3 of them. Every time people will just whack you just because. I'm only fighting them for the collection log. I couldn't care less about anything else. I don't need to keep the emblems. Like, oh. I think they do their job perfectly. I think it brings everyone to one location and creates kind of an all-out fist fight. I don't love that. Not a big fan of the all-out fist fight. All right, let's see something here. Any beams, any orange, pink, any uniques, anything like that would be just the tops. We don't have a ton of revenants left. We're about halfway through the task. So it's not going to be forever. It's just going to be a little slow. Sorry. What can you do? Collection log is as collection log do, you know? Sometimes it's a little boring. But this is the prime time for this kind of work. It would be neat if we got something. It would not be neat if it was an amulet. I was checking the revs yesterday. I think I'm right near 2,000 of them. I don't remember. It's like 19 something. I don't know how many of those were skulled, obviously, but we're not terribly far off. I meant to get poison arrows, see if we had any rune poison arrows. I don't know who dropped rune poison arrows. I feel like I would have grabbed them if they dropped from Krill or something. I want to say that Krill drops adamant poison arrows. Maybe? Maybe. It's not like I've killed Krill. It's probably been about a year since I've killed Krill. It's been a long time. A wonderfully long time. Anything I can do less in God Wars is ideal. I can't tell if that's a PK or not. It's a weird spot to log in, but he wasn't skulled, and he looked like he had a rune helm on, which is a weird piece of gear for a PKer. I don't know. I'm doing my best. Unfortunately, my best is often extremely cautious. That's how it remains the best. Take a little longer. Maybe we should just hunt the gem. That could be more fun, right? The thing is, I don't do this off stream, you know? This isn't getting done some other time. I wish there was a way to reset your skull in your house. Something you could build that would scrub the skull. I know you can do it like 2 or 3 places, but it'd be nice if it was a little bit more convenient. I'm just gonna have to go visit Corrupted Gauntlet just to clear this thing off. Are we doing 78 arrows? Oh yeah, we gotta change the music because music's gotta be random. Can't play randomly by itself. Need your help. Almost want to bring a magic shortbow imbued here. It's probably a better play, to be honest. I think we have 11 of them or something. I'm at the point where I just throw away the imbue scrolls. You can't throw away the magic. We should be bringing them here. I'm realizing. You can't throw them away. As an Iron Man, imbued magic shortbow is just going to sit in your bank. And I made a bunch of them thinking I could use them or throw them away. You just can't throw them away. They can't be out. Well, they can be out, probably. They can't be Death's Coffered. I don't think. So probably best we just brought this shortbow here. That is a problem. I don't even get to see my stuff that I didn't get. That's neat. Thank you. Oh well, I guess it's just if we would have got a collection log, we would have got it. So I don't know. I guess we just don't see our stuff. Go kill anybody else. I don't need this. I'm trying to be positive. We're gonna have a fun time. I just want to shoot stuff. Let me just do my business. Give me a reason not to go play another game for once. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna be a downer. I'm gonna be up. It's gonna be positive. It's gonna be an upper. And is this fun? Is this a fun interplay? This little cat and mouse we've got going on. I don't mean to be too like foundational here about what is the MMO, but is this a good time? Is this a fun? Is this what you wanted, Jagex? Is this what you wanted from us? Oh, now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. Okay, we're good. It's only like 3 seconds or something. But it has happened that we've been tagged by this guy and then been killed by someone else who just pops in to say hello. Hopefully that one we killed before didn't register as a Slayer kill. I don't know. It's fine. Losing one Revenant is fine. And down. We have a billion, zillion, million, sextillion Dragon Bolt tips. Partly from this and partly from other content. I think Vorkath drops them. So I don't know if we should be using them here. I was mentioning this yesterday, but Dragonfire is not any good anywhere else. At least here it does something. But if we use a Rune Crossbow, we don't have the cool special attack. Really gotta pick your poison. Is the poison we want to pick poison of fire? I wish they were useful somewhere. I wish Dragonfire, like, I don't know, had an effect, like the new elemental weaknesses. I wish it did something like that. Very nice, very nice. I think by default you end up putting like a mill into each Revenant weapon when you go to use it. It's something like that. It's like, because the cost of the bracelets. You know what the sucky part here is? I can't even switch Slayer tasks until this is done. That's really one of the things that's compelling me. We have a Drake task, and I can't go do it until this business is all cleaned up. Which is the most unfortunate part of the equation. I don't know about these lights right now. Ooh. I don't know, man. You're shady. That's a shady look. You got a weird look about you. You're moving very quick. Oh, that's just that dude. I don't know. I don't know. We might... I don't love to quit too early. There just seems to be a lot going on right now. Maybe we should go back to the other coast. Swap around some US business. Maybe we should just play a different game. OSRS will never get done unless we're doing it. But if we're not doing it, maybe we're having fun somewhere else, you know? I feel like the bags, yeah, 200,000. It's not terrible. Just kind of want to refill the coffee. Okay, the music thing. Don't do that. Oh, there's a Revenant boss. I feel like the Revenant boss is a good thing for us. Net positive, really. Because I feel like it's probably drawing away any interest in the cave. Oh, it's gone now. Never mind. Well, it was probably doing that. Just nice and away from us. Boom, 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 boom. And the music is just given up. Random means silence. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go bank this stuff, partly because that dude kept showing up. And if we leave for just a couple minutes, maybe he'll think he's just totally lost us and we've given up. And partly because I want to get more coffee. This one's good. It's just a little low, you know? Taking some big sips. Some deep sips. Hello, friends. I don't really kill them anymore. I used to be up here. This is where I used to hang out, but you won't find me there. It's been years, a year, something like that. I only do revs on task. I've committed to just being efficient. All right, I'm going to go get some coffee, go to the bathroom, all that jazz. I'll be back. Probably Hop Worlds. Be right back. If I get the music playing, that'd be lovely. Here, start with Soulfall. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was thinking about this while I was gone because I had to let the dog out and she took 14 years to go to the bathroom. If the dog ever feels like or acts like she needs to go right now, I'm just going to defer to that, you know? I'm not going to try and negotiate with a terrier. She's not a terrier, but you know what I mean. I'm just not going to negotiate. She's acting like she's got to pee. Let's go pee. So, yeah, I was just thinking about this stream. I think we're going to go ahead and probably just actually do the boss we are alluding to doing. One of the bosses we're alluding to doing. All right, good luck over there. One person gets a good luck. If there are two people in my spot, luck is over. Now we're just hanging out. And I'm not here to hang out. There we go. Crap, we didn't get more arrows. We've only got 56. 56 is fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. We start with 150. Should be fine. Or at least most of a trip. And if we get what we're looking for, we can just leave. It's only going to take 5 arrows or something. Come on. Come on. Go ahead and die. Go ahead and die. Die. Oh, that's actually one of the things we're looking for. We're leaving now. Laren's keys. 100% leave right now because A, you only get them as layer task when you need to open the chest. B, they're valuable. And C, money. That's their valuable. So I guess only A and B, really. They're valuable and they're hard, well, impossible to get unless you're on task. So if we get one, we're just banking it. There's just not a negotiation here. We just have to bank it. What else are we going to do? Really? That is our 5th Laren's key, 4th Laren's key from these nights. Not this task, but just these nights ever. Okay. Just take 150 arrows. I'm comfortable with 200, given that we have 100,000 arrows. Adamant poison plus plus. How much do you think I'll... Well, I don't know how much a poison plus plus potion... is... Oh. I don't know what it does either, to be honest. Like, I don't know if it does 1 dose per arrow or 1 per 10. It is. And only adamant has poison plus plus. I wonder how you make them. I've got questions now. Rune arrow, poison plus plus. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. There are 1,000 poison plus plus are 1,000 each. Goodness, on the GE. It's 5 to 1 poison plus plus. So 5 arrows. I'm gonna switch to the magic short bow that I mentioned. This says GE is 42,000. I don't know. It's got more attack bonus than a regular magic short bow, and I really just don't love making regular magic short bows. So I'll probably just make and keep the imbued ones. I threw away the imbued scrolls from the last task I did in the wilderness, but I'll probably start keeping them and just make and stack. And that is how I'll keep short bows for future revenant tasks. Anyway, long-winded, but back we go. We have arrows. They're not poison plus plus. We have 20 poison plus pluses, I think is what that said. And each one makes 5. Not very many arrows. Really. Can we set this to random, please? Like, actually go to random? Like, for life? Random for life. Good. Money. Beautiful. 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 One more. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sweet thwack. Started throwing away my rune crossbows. I don't really use them here. I don't use them anywhere. Since I don't use them here, I started using the magic short bow here, so I think it's faster. It's only faster with the rune crossbow when you get the dragonfire effect. and it's more annoying just to set it up. So I'm just really preferring the magic shortbow here. And the other one's bolts are a little more tedious to get. Rune arrows just come from a million places and get used absolutely 0 places. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. But I got my ether, or I got my bracelet. I don't know where we are. I hope we're not going to get shot. We're in a weird place. Staying in this corner. There we go. Nope. Better luck next time, little boy. You gotta be quicker than that, little boy. Hopefully he goes to one of the 19 other worlds where other people were. Well, hopefully he doesn't, actually. If he goes to the other worlds and sees people hanging out, he might think it's just a really great day to be a PKer. And the only thing worse than paying PKers, which I guess it's the same, is just encouraging them. Because if you encourage them, just keep coming. And if they just keep coming, they're not going to stop. And if they don't stop, we can't get work done. We will dip if there are too many, as you know, but I would rather not be dipping. I do like a dip, but I don't really want to dip. I'd love to be here for a little while. Be nice to get something done. Be nice to see a collection log more than anything. Go to all this risk. Trying to think of what we'd use the money for. I really don't like the idea of just putting money in Death's Coffer, like coins, since we can buy bonds with it. And I guess bonds are pretty much the only thing we buy with it, that and miscellanea. But other than that, my plan is, and I was mentioning this yesterday, is to use all of the stuff from Grador, all the uniques from Grador when we do the pet grind there. Use all those uniques to buff Death's Coffer. But it's going to really leave us with a lot of cash. I'm not really sure what to do with that. I don't know if you pay Death's Coffer, I don't know if you can pay from Death's Coffer to this. I don't think you can. I think this Revenant Cave fee is just from your bank. So maybe it'd be good to have some extra cash in the bank to be able to do this. So I guess we could use Ancient Emblems for that. We just got a pile of cash. I'm just thinking how we can make a self-sustaining kind of loop where we could run in here, presumably off stream, tag whatever the hell, you know, imps or goblins or hobgoblins, whatever, just something low level over and over and over and over, and by sheer force of repetition, get through the collection log here. Because reality is, I don't think that the Revenant weapons are going to make any sense to do through sheer force of repetition, but the other things, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to assume we're going to get them on the tasks only. I mean, that's going to take forever. They're not super common, like the emblems or whatever. So I think we're going to be better or best off kind of splitting the work and really focusing on task for the weapons and really focusing on the other for the other. And maybe it ends up being that we pull weapons through sheer force of banging our head against the wall, but you know, I wouldn't rather not gamble on that. I'd rather assume you get weapons in a more productive way. I don't know. I'm just doing my best here. What can you do? It's not bad though. We've have one weapon and the amulet. We're halfway done. Really. Which isn't to say you won't get dupes. I do wish dupe protection was in place here. Even like a somewhat dupe protection would be nice. Like if it was like a 20% chance increasing or stacking every time you got a dupe. 20% chance you're going to get the next item in the rotation. Would be nice. You look like a PKer. That's not a normal outfit. A Nezi's not normal. Spork Evan. Spot Evan. Eleven. Yeah, I don't know about that. That was a weird look. Nezi's not normal. Sorry, bud. Try not to just hop on everyone, but I gotta hop on you. I gotta go. You're weird. You're suspicious. You make me nervous. You make me ask questions. Mostly, can I get out of here fast enough? Man. Why are we here? What do we need this for? The mace is really for Serac or Spindle, isn't it? Well, fair enough. scepters for Grodor, I guess. Pretty much where we'll use that. If we use the ancient scepter on Grodor, we can use the shadow, which is what we've been doing. Yeah, see, Dragonstone Bolt Tips. There's just not a lot of, there aren't a lot of places to use the scepter. Otherwise, I don't think. I think you can use it at Kraken and Zulrah to lower defense. People use it at Zami, but I'm not maging Zami. Also, Zami with the scepter now seems like a weird play since he's so much weaker to that new staff. The new Ember staff. Staff of Tormented Demons. Plus, I'm not going back there, so all of that's irrelevant. None of that's pertinent information. Oh, if you're lurking in the Twitch or YouTube chat, feel free to follow or subscribe. It's appreciated, genuinely. It makes my day every time. Tell my girl about it, she gets excited. Let's listen to Sphinx. Sphinx is a banger. So good. My favorite part right there. The drum roll at the beginning. Boop, boop, boop. I couldn't tell you which of these songs is a banger, to be honest. I'm a sea shanty enthusiast. I think if we do, I don't know, 15, 20 revs per day, I'll be fine not hammering out this task for life. I just want to move it forward, you know, because this time of day really is the best time to work on it. What would that put us at? If we try to get it done by Monday morning, we'd need to do maybe 10 more, and then that would put us at 60, and then we do 30 a day. Yeah, Sunday, Monday, that'd be fine. They're not terribly long kills, it's just people show up. I don't know, I don't want to promise necessarily that I'll be here on Sunday, because then people will be fishing, but might be. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal either way. Yesterday we were doing the spider. I'm happy to stop doing this. Just, oh good, would like to see stuff. We'll call it there for this trip. I just drank a ranging potion, but we'll call it regardless. Thank you, bye-bye. Got 14 bracelet charges. We should probably farm Miscellanea before too terribly long. We pulled 62 bracelets. I haven't kept all this stuff. I'm saying that like we've kept it all. We haven't kept it all. I don't know how many bracelets we have in the bank. His name is Iron Gangbang, which is probably because he's a group Iron Man, maybe? Strange name. Another bracelet to the stack. How's our money pile? Look at all that money. Plate skirts. Straight up cash, we have 1 mil, 178 platinum. 178,000 platinum, sorry. We've got a pile of cash. I should probably get a green stack going again. I do love a green stack. What else was I looking at here? Oh, bracelets. 17 and 46,000 ether. So it's not a bad time right now. It's not a bad spread of bracelets. I would say it's pretty okay. We're doing pretty good. Oh. I guess there's always that danger that we just show up as soon as someone else. I'm going to pick a different world. That was terrifying. Be right back. I just need to pick a world that's not, that you can't see, so be right back. All right, we're back. Was that not just the scariest thing? For me and for mine, that was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me ever in life. Ever. Number one, scary. There's always that chance. It's just very uncommon. You must keep it short, and I just feel like that's a bot. I'm not gonna look him up. Hi? What you doing over there? Your account is screaming bot with that little helmet. Oh, maybe not. What you doing? Oh, jeez. He's working the spot. What level is he? 124. I'm gonna ask the clan if anybody wants to kill him. Oh, somebody got his ancestral hat. Alright, we gotta put this away. What world is this? 361? I'm back and back. He's at World 361 if anyone wants to go tag him. Saying I banked for 1 second is like, I mean, I don't know. I get it if you're at a boss like Kraken or something, but you're in deep wilderness, my brother. That is so ridiculous that you're like, oh, banked for 1 second. Like, yeah, but people are here to kill you. Nobody cares if you banked for 1 second. I don't know. Obviously, I'm willing to leave him alone. I just think it's funny that you seem a little entitled. If anybody wants to kill him, though, have fun. I'm also going to throw his name in the clan. I don't know, I think it's fun. You never know. I might be a lure. Might have a clan. Might have a group of people. Might have a main account that's out here farming people up. You never know. What did we say? We said 30 more or 10 more, so we could do 30 a day for the next 2 days. That seems reasonable. Ooh, look at that. They got battle staves. Just keep shooting. Dino XX. I don't know that that's actually Dino. I don't think it is. I think Dino is D-I-N-O, not D-I-N-O-O. Right? We're certainly in his spot. This is where Dino hangs out for sure. I've seen him up here before. Not a fan. I mean, not of him as a person. I haven't watched any of his content really. Not a fan of him being out here. Not a fan of him being deep rev caves. Not a fan of his existence intersecting with my existence. Ah, okay. It looks like a low-level PK. I'm just butchering these spots. Moving through worlds way too fast here. Which is because there are too many PKers. Unfortunately. It's fine. If it gets any worse, we'll just leave. We'll just be done here, and we'll call it early. We'll make up for it another day, another time. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't kill people? I should look up Dino's account and see if that's him. I hope it's not. It'd be nice to know he's not out here fishing around. Maybe we should have just died. I don't think that's the real Dino, though. I don't remember. I've looked him up before because I've seen him out here before. Like I say, though, I'm not the biggest... I don't mind him. I just don't like PKers as content creators, generally speaking. So, I haven't watched his content, but he seems nice enough. But that's why I don't know his name off the top of my head. Or like if he's got a weird spelling or something. The content creators I like are typically a bit longer form, and often... Ironman or somehow I don't know, not snowflake accounts necessarily, but at least like kind of more unique ways of going about things. PKing is not really my thing. Sometimes there's an itch though, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes there's an itch. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look up dinos when we're not in the throes of danger. Ugh. Looks like we're leaving. Oh no. Oh wait, no. It's Dino with 1 O. So I don't think it's... I think the dude we saw had 2 O's, didn't it? I go back and check in the stream here, but I think this one has... Maybe he's got a different account. I don't know. It's spooky. Hold on. Yeah, that's the one we saw. It's not an iron or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go to his Twitter or his Twitch. He's live and he's killing. He's on a group Iron Man killing cal fights. I think we're good. I don't think that's the real Dino. I think we're good. I think that's a silly impersonator. They're out here playing your song, man. They're out here playing your song. They've got your moves down. It's even scarier because you don't know how good Dino XX is versus Dino. I mean, it might be better. Probably not, but it might be. A real Dino's pretty crazy. He's a little nut. He's a wild little nut. It would be strange to see him on this world. I think, and I don't know that this is 100% correct because it's been a long time, but I think when I saw him, it was not on a US world. I don't think he's American based, and I don't think it was on a US world. But it's been a while. Yeah, did you see that? I got the guy, well, we're not really a fan, just loves the content, thinks we should link up. Thinks we should chit-chat over Discord for some reason, because that's a normal thing to do as soon as you find a stream you've never spoken in your life. You just follow, say, hey, hit me up, we should have a conversation. Like, I'm not doing that. It's also the, okay. Revenants can just drop nothing? Never, I don't think I've ever seen that. Very strange. Somebody in the clan just pulled an ancestral hat from a raid. Whew. Couldn't be me. Want to be mad? I would love to be big mad. Is it mad or is it going to make me sad? We'll find out. Let's roll the dice. Mad versus sad. Oh, was the drop that it spawned the Revenant monster dude? 7-11 Calvarian. I don't want to. I know this is going to make me upset. This is going to make me sad more than mad. They're going to get green logged or something stupid or have multiple Voidwaker blades. All right, what happened after 711? 2 of them. That's incredible. There's a YouTuber I like who had a 6, I think it was a 6 KC blade, and then went back because he needed a dragon pickaxe, which is, he's an Iron Man, so the only thing he was there for was the dragon pickaxe. Went back and got another Void Waker piece within like 100 KC. Like, absolutely ridiculous. I'm not seething. I'm just getting by. It's fine. I'm fine. There's a little part of my brain that's like upset that we might have the same look at Spindle, and really hoping we don't spend the next 2 months hammering Spindle down. 2 blades, 2 D-picks, 2 skulls. I have way more D-picks. My D-pick luck at the beginning was bananas. But holy cow, otherwise. I think I have 2 skulls across my 2,000 kills. I'm 90% sure we've ended at 2 skulls, because I think I got 1 month ago, and the one I got on this big push. As far as the D-picks, doesn't matter. Skulls, I mean, 1 is enough. And then blades, great. So great. Love that. I guess you can sell it. I guess you can just have 11 mil in Death's Coffer. That's a healthy little item to drop in there. Again, not mad, just getting by. Surely it comes around somewhere else for him, right? It's just not forever spooned. We have a forever spoon in our clan, and he's an Iron Man, so it's like kind of the most annoying thing. It's nice, but it's also the most... He's just really a nice person, so it's nice to see a nice person get good stuff. Like, whenever he gets stuff, people are like, you're the best. He'll be like, or like, you know, go on about his RNG. He'll be like, man, everybody can eat. If y'all would just come do raids with me. He's just always encouraging other people to do content and trying to be really uplifting. So it's really frustrating because then you can't even get mad at him for being so spooned. It's like, yeah, I mean, you're nice and you're good enough at the game to do high level content. So I guess you deserve to get items and you're committed enough. He's on all the time. Yeah, you're the trifecta of reasons people should get stuff. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. I don't think he's been spooned in the wilderness, though. I don't know if he's done a whole lot of wildy work. Every time I see him in the wilderness, it's just because he's getting whacked. Oh, my goodness. More beams. We love a beam. I think this time we're just going to hold on. It's only one, right? And it's not anything special. It's just some GP. Nothing special about 100k. Unfortunate, but true. It's just something to alk. And then throw in the cash stack and go, wow, look at how big the cash stack is. Just something to do on the side while we're doing forestry. I don't know if you guys keep up with the blog posts at all, but they just did a giant, what is it, the Gillinor Gazette, where they like talked to all the different developers. And they're looking to rework forestry again. Absolutely ridiculous. Holy cow. You've got to find the balance. It just keeps getting touched and touched. You shouldn't release content that needs to be tweaked every 4 months. Absolutely bananas. I don't know, maybe I'm the outlier here, but that just seems crazy to me. The thought being that it seems that once people finish the forestry log, no pun intended, they just leave. Which, like, yeah, nobody wants to sit there and do dumb events over and over irregularly that randomly sometimes don't produce results. Like the little intling things that give eggs sometimes just don't give eggs. Sometimes the events are really helpful, they give you what you want, and sometimes they just don't. So it's not really that useful. It's also annoying. Like if you get stuck without events that you wanted, you're just stuck without events and you have to find something to do in the meantime. You have to chop wood, otherwise when an event finally shows up you're not involved if you're not chopping. But other than that, like what do you, for me, I take stuff to Fletch and Alk. But aside from that, like, I'd just be bored as hell. If I was a main account, I'd be alking all the time. Just buy stuff from the GE that alks for profit. That's how I'd get through forestry. I don't know. I can't be bothered to jump through the worlds and do that kind of thing that people do. But knowing that people do that, it's like people are just trying to speed run your content. So... I don't know. It's obviously not working out how I think they thought it would. It's not creating a super social environment. It's not creating a very engaging environment. Just mostly from doing, I mean, at this point, probably dozens of hours, at least a dozen. It's creating a mostly frustrating environment where people are just sitting there waiting for 1 or 2 certain events to show up. Or other people come around and say, how often do events show up? And it's like, oof, buddy, you're just getting started. You gotta wait 30 minutes sometimes between events. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what the maths is here, but it's not good maths, bad maths. So somebody got an ancestral hat in the clan just now, and then somebody else pulled the mystic hat, mystic robe top light. Which is not as impressive. Not as impressive. Very magical. We're just gonna shut off the clan. I don't need to know what they're doing. We just let them be. We need to focus. We need to drill down. This is our last kill. We'll just wrap up here, and then we'll go squish spider. We should have enough time after this to be able to get real kills on the board there. And then, at some point, feed the dog. And then, get the drop. Yeah. I guess we just do, I don't know why I would, do Spindle off task. Or on task once it's done. I have the pet at Spindle. I don't know. I don't really like the idea. I guess the second Void Waker would be the play, but I don't like that. More than one Void Waker seems like too many Void Wakers. Alright, we're sub 30 a day now, so we just do about 30 tomorrow, about 30 revenants tomorrow. We'll be able to get this task done tomorrow and Monday. Just have to get up and get going. Get on out here. Hi, Dougie. We got other fish to fry. We can't spend all day hammering away at one thing that's only good in so many places. Bum, 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 bum. I guess we just need to go to the POH, don't we? We gotta go scrub this skull from our body. It's very bright. Gotta go refresh, shrug off the commitments of death, the taint of the skull. We must be free. Free! Let's talk about old school RuneScape as a meta, as a thing people do. I've had this thing lately where I've noticed a lot of people. The taint of my soul. I'm sorry, why? Oh, because I'm wearing the amulet. I'm a boob. Why is the skull staying on when I'm wearing the item that gives me the skull? I'm noticing a lot of higher level players are starting group Ironman, and some PKers are starting group Ironman, like hardcore group Ironman, and it's making me a little, I don't know, cautious about the game. Because a group Ironman with other high level players generally seems like the last thing you would do. If you had done everything in a game and all you had left was like, how do I find different content that's time consuming, and I'm not saying this is their thought process, but this is the way I would think about it. Something that takes a long time so you can keep making content because it's a lot of these people's jobs. And it's something that you can do with other people. And just all of them. It seems like a group Ironman is going to be the play. A hardcore group Ironman. It just makes me wonder if like the game is in a good enough, a healthy state, or if like this is the last hurrah for these people, for these higher level people that are maybe running out of things to do and interesting adventures to go on. It makes me a little, I don't want to say nervous, but just kind of aware that maybe we're running a little close to the end here. As far as what people come up with to do. I don't know. I'm just noticing it more frequently than, I don't know, 6 months ago, a year ago. It wasn't a big deal when Group Ironman came out. It wasn't like a bunch of people thunderously moved to that game mode, but it certainly seems like as of late, and maybe I'm just having a bad sample or a weird sample, but it certainly seems like as of late, a number of higher level people, I mean, No Monkey's over there. I think he's got a hardcore Group Ironman going. I just told you that just saw Dino is running one. It just makes me like a little nervous, I guess. I don't know. A little curious how much more of the game is left. It feels like we might be, where are my Barrows gloves? We being like the community. It feels like we might be a bit susceptible to another game coming out and then people just going, wee, and migrating away. I don't know. Maybe. That's my feeling, I suppose. It's not substantiated anything past what I just said. It's not like there's any reason to believe it past what I'm feeling or seeing. Oh, I do have 3 skulls of Vetion. I guess they're like 100,000 each. That's not so bad. But that's my gut. It's curious, I think, that so many seem to be going that direction. Away from what is maybe their normal content and heading that direction. 150 bronze darts. We only have 300 bronze darts. I'll have to go to Mithril. Oh my stars. Doobadoo, and a loot. No, don't do that. A looting bag. 3, 4, 5. Just leave that there. That seems good, right? We good? Stamina Posho. Stamina Posho. Let's head out. Hopefully. Man, my hair is doing all sorts of things. I told you it was getting to the point it needed to be cut. Sides are what would usually look weird when it needs to be cut, but you can't really see those because the headphones, first of all, smash it, and second of all, hide it. Twist it. Bop it. Pass it. Let's go actually get that gem. And let's see if this little splasher dude, little splashing bot who seems to be present in all these worlds. Let's see if he's here. He's not here. All right, interesting. He was here yesterday, so very interesting. It's not enough. Oh, there's our boy. Alright, good luck in there. I'm leaving. Belty. He's a max account. Appears to just... What? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Apparently, Jumping Worlds needs an authenticator, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to avoid revs. Thank you. Neat. What? Did I type in the code wrong? Maybe it refreshed. It does do that from time to time. That should be fine. Yeah, okay. Weird. Weird, weird. Can you just actually play random stuff now? The cave is empty. Very spooky. I don't feel like stepping away should be a 26. I feel like it's a bit extreme. Especially because it's like the spiders spawn so far away. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not complaining. It's way too much. I'm complaining. I'll say I'm complaining. I'm complaining. Banned. That's what it was. They said this guy's going to the Rev Caves and being too smooth with the log out and the jump. Being too smooth with the leaps. Gotta get him out of here. The PKers hate to see him because they know they can't catch him. We'll head to the spot where they can definitely catch us. We've been caught here many moons. Many times. Yes. Somebody said the arena boots, the wiki says the arena boots are best here, and then it describes the arena boots use, and it makes it, oh my gosh, dude, what the hell? Feels a bit extreme, does it not? +25 damage every single time we just take a range attack? 27 and 28, my goodness. The arena boots null the effect of this web for 1 tick, and it does that every 8 ticks. So you can null 1 instance of damage on that, but the damage stacks every tick. It goes wah, 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 wah. So there's just no way there make any sense whatsoever to use. Absolutely ridiculous. Don't know why they're recommended on the wiki as the best item. I kind of want to keep an eye on the channel chat just to see if we get another pet. We have 3 of them here, so it wouldn't surprise me. One of them we got on the stream because we were out here. It was the spindle version, and it was 2 of them on stream because it was one that was like, oh, somebody got a pet, and then it was realized it was me, and then it was like the next day another pet showed up, and both of those were the second and third. Neither of those were actually getting the pet. Both of those were spontaneous later pets, not fun original pets. We really prefer original pets. Original ones, something changes, you know, you see it following you and you're like, ooh, things have happened. Life is better now. Die. Die. But we're at 680. That was our 680th kill last time. So all we need now is what, 100, 200, no, 240, 230. We'll be on rate. The Voidwaker gem. And earlier is better, and this one will be green logged. I think one of my goals for next year is going to be to green log the wilderness bosses. Just top to bottom. Soup to nuts. Front to back. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. I'm counting KBD in that, by the way. I consider him to be a wilderness boss. If you have to walk through the wilderness to get somewhere, that's wilderness content. It's too spooky. It is now wilderness. See, this is what I'm talking about. See how quickly that hit me? Too quickly. What am I supposed to do? Go ahead, hit me for freaking 26 again. Because apparently that's acceptable. The melee attack is pretty potent. Pretty painful. It's not like we're praying wrong. Also, the other one that we've been dodging, the range one, changes to magic half the time. And I know the magic one we can block better because we're in D-hide. But my goodness, dude. Between the two, like, it's not really a fair way to hit people. Making it so the damage, like, ramped up would make sense. So if you just linger away from him, it's just going to do more and more damage. Eek. You know what else we need to do? We need to do Huey Codal. Let's do Huey Codal sometime. You and me. We can go bop him with our Dragon Lances. I know you got that Dragon Lance. I know you got that D-Lance. We can go beat him to death with our D-Lances. He's weak to crush. He's also weak to Snickerdoodles. And I know you got that D-Lance and a plate of Snickerdoodles. Or Cubic. Cubic has been done enough Huey, though. I think he's already got the wand and stuff. So, we don't need Cubic. Cubic's... Who needs him? We do need to get the hide, though. It's a master clue step. If we're planning on doing clues later this year, we're gonna have to clean that up. And I'd hate to do it... Get the collection log stuff, I mean. I'd hate to do that off stream. Because I feel like it's pretty easy to get that at Huey. We're gonna close the bag. Open the bag for revenants, close the bag for bosses, because the bosses don't drop that much stuff, whereas revenants drop an absolute pile. Gotta keep the inventory clean. We're floating the button. Big stretch. Ooh, big stretch again. That seems like a better night. No news is good news. A nice sleepy time. We went yesterday for one of our check-ins. Oh, don't go there. Oh my gosh, don't go there. We went yesterday for one of our check-ins. And they're planning the induction stuff. We're at that phase where they're like figuring out how to figure it out. It'll be... By this time next week, we'll be done. So like a week from today. We'll be done for sure. Well, assuming, you know, labor's not hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But I think we're shooting for next weekend or late next week. Trying to avoid Halloween. My girl and I agree that having a Halloween birthday is kind of obnoxious. Like, it's an annoying place to be born into, you know? If at all avoid... Are you just going to be in the web? You're just the actual worst. I'm out of run energy. You're just the actual worst. Yeah, no, 30's great. Thanks. Could we please? Oh my goodness. Come on. Holy cow. What in the world? Into the web. And then... I have very little life left in my bones. All of that for a pile of cast runes. You wanted Halloween? We're trying to avoid it because it feels like... I don't know, what if the kid doesn't like Halloween? Then we're like, well, I guess you got to. It's your birthday now. Sucks. It'd be nice to have all the candy availability around your birthday, but other than that, I think we've agreed that it's like, I don't know, it's just, it becomes implicit that you enjoy it. If you hate the holiday, like, even if you just don't like it, if you actually hate it, if you don't enjoy it, if you're not the kind of person who enjoys dressing up or any of that, you're just kind of screwed. It just sucks. So we're trying to avoid it. But that doesn't mean we will, you know? Okay, I think we're good. That was rough. It was a rough time. Void Waker is the last thing on the list that I'm planning on streaming this year. The last item that I plan on streaming. So after this, it's just raids. Sorry. It's... Or Phosani. I guess once we have the Void Waker, we could just do the mace. Yeah, the rest is a Bone Crusher necklace, Inferno, Wyvern Visage. I guess we could have added the Colosseum, but that wasn't out when this list was made, so we're not going to amend it. I like the idea of not amending the list. I like the idea that once the list exists, that is the goal. And maybe that's dumb. I don't know. I just like it. Something clean about not being able to make an amendment. Maybe, because then it's not like a year, you know? It's like whenever you made the amendment. I guess if you made it on January 1st or whenever we started our 1 year goal. But otherwise it becomes like a 6-month goal or something. And 6-month goals seem fine. Like a swing or a flex goal or something. Like they do on Kickstarter. That seems fine. Just not how I prep this list. That coffee's quite cold. I don't like that. Blah. It's lukewarm. Ugh. What are the goals for next year? I think the quiver is going to be next year. All right, you got this. You got this. You got this. You got this. You can do this. Focus. That grind set on. I'm just going to keep talking about goals for the next year. I think number 1, quiver seems reasonable because a quiver is certainly obtainable with the gear we have now. Inferno is questionably obtainable with the gear we have now. With not having a dex, I feel like really puts a damper on the fun of a infernal cape. But we have piety, so I can't be a baby about it. I suppose we could try to use leagues as a way to get comfy with the quiver. As opposed to other bosses, I think leagues actually make some sense as a way to learn the quiver. So like the reason it's so different between, let's say, the Inferno or Tob, you're doing so much more DPS that some of the bosses are going to just be like an absolute cakewalk. Whereas I feel like, and this is just not having done the quiver grind yet, but I feel like just being comfy walking around with Soul is half the trouble. First of all, getting there, and second of all, walking around. So if we get there and get comfy walking around, you know, getting used to just, what is it to survive at Soul? It seems like it'd make it a lot easier when it comes real time. And it might take longer to get the kill, obviously it will. We're not going to do as much DPS as you do during a league. But we'll be comfortable. And Soul, I think, is survivable for a long period of time in that final phase. Once you're comfortable, I think you can just kind of hang out. I don't think we need to rush. I think we just need to be comfy. So, all of that to say, might do a League's Coliseum. The problem with it is kind of the same problem I always have with League's content. It's like, do I really want to put in the time on League's? First of all, planning, and more importantly, getting whatever the items are that I want to be comfortable with in the content. So, if we're doing the Coliseum, do I want to be comfortable with a Venator bow? And if I want to be comfortable with a Venator bow in the Coliseum, do I want to put in the time on Muspa? Also, you know, have Muspa as a boss unlocked in Leagues. Do I want to be comfortable with the Venator bow like that? Or do I want to be trying something different just because the focus is walk around Soul, get comfortable with the swipe? If the goal is get comfortable with the swipe, you can make the case that you should just turn around and do the Soul Simulator thing. They've got the Inferno Simulator, the Soul Simulator. Just do one of those and just get comfy with the mechanics of the movement rather than going all the way through the Coliseum. And then you get to just skip the whole league. If you skip the league, is that fun? I don't know. Death runes. No more pets. Weird. Should have had 2 more by now. Bop. Bop. I don't think the bronze bars are used for any other smithing challenges. I think it's just darts. I don't think that Charlie has like a... I think it'd be Charlie, but I don't think there's like a medium clue or easy clue smithing challenge. I guess Sherlock is the one who does them later, but Charlie does the early ones. It's always like, make me an item or bring me an item, you know. But I think Charlie's were all edited, so it's no longer bring me an item you made. It's just all the Charlie steps are now just items. I don't think you need to worry about satisfying Charlie's strange desire to watch you hammer an iron dagger into existence. It's just a matter of getting one. Oh boy. A little misclick there. If you're lurking in the Twitch chat, follow or subscribe. It's fun. Promise. It's jazzy. Ooh, super combats. And money. How are we doing? We're 45 kills. It's 1 in 900. We're not 45 total. It's 45 since we've really started here. Once this is done, I really want to do a Fosani with it. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3. I just want to see how it plays out versus the claws. My concern being, and I don't know if concern is the right word, but my curiosity is claws are 2-handed weapons and the Void Waker's only a 1-handed weapon, so it might be a little weird. It might feel weird. It might not have that as high of DPS as it could if we were taking, like, obviously an Inquisitor mace. Yeah, so I'm just really curious how it all pans out when you're doing it. And obviously, as we get an Inquisitor and a Vernic, we'll take those to do Fosani. I think Inquisitor's best or second best. I think we'd probably take an Inquisitor over a Scythe, even if we had both. Just because the Scythe is so much more expensive to run. You see, a 4 damage, it's fine. 27 or 28 is absolutely bananas. Just keep smashing. Is this the web phase? I think this is web phase. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Crap. Got people asking questions, Iron Man questions in the clan, and I like to answer those because I try to be helpful to new irons, or newer irons. It's a strange fruit. We love a strange fruit. Keeps us running. Just wish the strange fruit was at the top of the pile. Bonk. One more. Bonk. Well, those were both good bonks. Love it. Wow, 3 bonks. 1 big... Oh, wow. 4 in a row. 5. We can do this later, but I'm gonna look up something for this guy. I'm just curious if we can get, if he can get what he needs from mastering mixology. I wonder why they didn't make dragon fire potions in here. Seems like the potion packs. Yeah, the mid-tier potion pack is the anti-fire potions. It's probably the best for an Iron Man who's not leveled up in Herblore. That's crazy. I didn't know they did that. That's absolutely crazy. That changes the meta quite nicely, frankly. Makes it so you can get through it. That's really solid. Good job, Jagex. Way to make things make sense. Never made sense to me to start assigning dragon tasks so early when you can't do them. Well, you can, but you just get the crap kicked out of you by the fire. It's not terrible. It's just like kind of not nice. Just kind of sucks a little bit. It's nice that they changed it. Good job. Speaking of changing, we're changing our necklace. How are we doing on those, by the way? Let's take a peek. I gotta feed the dog real quick and then we'll head back. 243 that we can charge. Alright, be right back and we'll get back in there. Boys, we're back to it. I guess we don't have to hide the entity, do the inventory hider now. I just like the inventory hider because it allows us a bit of world hopping capability. Just a touch, just a scooch. Oh, yeah, we're also assuming the cave is still empty, so surprise, it's me. Mr. Steal Yo Cave. We're good, we're good. We'll just hang out here. Once this is done, we might just go straight for the other piece, to be honest. Just get it done. The other piece is going to be a little bit faster. I think it's the fastest kill of the trio. Thanks. How are you able to hit and run? I can't do that. Crunch, 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 and crunch. Oh, my back needs to pop like right up the middle. I can feel it high in the middle. Beautiful. Another wonderful kill. That's going straight in the bag. Come on. This is it. This is the new move. This is the new... I don't like this music. It's like carnival music. What is this? Sunny side up? Worst. Technology. There you go. Technology should be an absolute banger. Sounds like a banger of a track, right? What just wore off? There's a sound of something wearing off. think we had anything on that should have worn off. They must be just absolutely policing this bots. The last 2 times we've been out here, there have been 0 bots. Same for Calvarion. Like, walking in or in the cave, we don't see them jumping in. It used to be like every, I don't know, couple of kills at least. It was pretty regular that a bot would come flying in, but I think they're doing a really pretty solid job of this. It's been a while since we've seen that. I'm surprised. A surprisingly long time. I'm surprised. Genuinely surprised. It was getting a little bit insufferable. That's not to say anything about Vetion, which is clearly still plagued. But this one seems okay. It's weird. One more. Don't run me into that mush. Beautiful. Mush is the spider web. It's mush. I imagine it's mushy. And another one. The bludgeon is going to be our absolute saving grace for this entire grind, isn't it? This is just going to be bludgeon work. We have 2 of them, so if something happens and we somehow lose one, we're fine. I don't think we would, though. Bludgeons are expensive as hell. We're not skulled. 35 mil. Jeez. I thought they went up to like 20. You want a bludgeon or do you want a Bando's body? Why are they so expensive? And they're good at Araxor, but is that why? And Tormented Demons, I guess. That's probably why, between the 2 of them. Those are good money makers now. I guess it's a better catch-all for those 2 pieces of content. Like, you could do an Emberlight at Tormented Demons, but you can't use that over at Araxor. Likewise, you could use something like a Zombie Axe at Araxor, but you can't use that over at Tormented Demons. They really leaned into their Crush game, haven't they? Like Jagex really making Crush come all the way out. Swinging. We just teleport? Ah, nuts. We'll just bank while we're out here. Hello, everyone. Look at all these people who are clearly not bots in their weird names and rude gear. Highly suspicious accounts. That seems fine. That seems like a good... Well, we need another necklace. Or I have to have a necklace charging day. I've been really trying to do better about uncharging the one I have. We're gonna have to have a charging day. We have to do something about it. I'm really trying. I really do want the Eternal Glory. That should be next year's goal. I think skilling pets, all of them, is going to be on the goal list for next year. I think that'll be like my key AFK task. There's a lot of tasks on here. Maybe we'll have them on a wheel or something that we like spin at the start of a stream. And it's like, that's what we do for that stream. We just pick one and run. I don't know. I'm obviously still like workshopping it. But I'm looking forward to figuring out how we're going to approach all the different content I want to do. Because I don't want to just be raid locked. We did that this year. Maybe we should just start every year by just doing a raid until it's done. The difference is, with chambers, when we do chambers, we really need to get into challenge modes. Otherwise, we're not going to get those capes. So, do we want to lock ourselves to challenge chambers? Like, after we learn it, it's probably not so bad. But, we gotta learn it first. Go ahead and pick up our dart. Have a little bit more ammo for later, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do next year exactly. I guess it also kind of depends on what content comes next year. Maybe we have a slot for new content. Thinking about playing this game a year from now and hammering out new content kind of sounds dreadful, to be honest. Just a little bit. Maybe that's burnout. I don't know. It's probably fine. Probably. I can't even see the second spiderling. There we go. Ooh, a 41 max. That is depressing. Just hover the GTFO button. Just wait for it. Just still wait for it. And slide on down. Our air stamina pots. Oh boy, falling away. Sometimes I feel like maybe they do just... Oh, it's the sound of our stamina potion running out. Sometimes I wonder if maybe they do give too much blighted food. We eat through it quickly if we're getting PK'd, but otherwise, absolutely piles of the stuff, as you can tell. Good. Excellent. I wouldn't mind more strange fruit here. If strange fruit dropped every other kill, that would be totally fine. Just to keep the run energy up, keep the kills going. Just requires a bit much, in my humble opinion. We're using pretty decent gear, you know. If you're not using the chain mace, which I don't feel like a lot of accounts have a chain mace, I feel like you should still be able to get a couple kills per trip. I guess we're getting a couple even without the strange fruit. I don't know. I like the sustainable bosses where you can just go and hang out for a long, long time. Wilderness bosses are obviously a little special because you can hang out as long as you can stay alive. But I like the idea that the boss sometimes gives enough stuff that you can keep going. Sometimes. Not all bosses. Vorkath is kind of a special little one because we got to get that, got to get those bones banked. Half the value there, or more. It's just in the bones. We need the potion device. The one that stores the secondaries. So we can go ahead and put the bones in it. Mixology will definitely be on next year's thing if it's not done by this year. It's a little sucky, but it's certainly doable by the end of this year. What? Yeah, you guys are just going in the bag. I don't remember. No, I guess not. Okay. Fine. I couldn't remember if he switched magic from range to magic at the end of that, or if it was the next one, or how that exactly worked. Obviously, it didn't work out for us. Groovy. Groovy. Cool. Okay. We're in decent shape. This is all fine. It's just a bit slow right now. But every 9 kills is a 1% chance. We brought the strange fruit from the last death. You have a little munch on that. I was trying very hard to make sure it didn't get thrown into the bag. It's not really... Not really landing any big hits, are we? It's a lot of 9s, so there's a 39. It's a lot of like 9, 6, 8. A lot of single-digit babies. Little wet noodle hits. 21's good. 21. 39. Oh boy. I hate that the little dudes drain prayer. I get that it's like useful for the fight. It makes the fight interesting. But it is so much, so quick. That's not a gem. That's a magical log. We'll get there. We'll get this one. That will be 2/3 of the way done. And RTO is an absolute cakewalk with the bow. We'll get there. We're at 694. I think this is more than we have on RTO, I think. trying to see how many RTOs we have, but getting roped into violence. Usually I'm a fan, but my goodness. Too much violence. Oh my goodness, where's RTO? Is that RTO? Yeah, 668. So this one has certainly passed RTO. Totally good, totally fine, totally needs to happen. Uh-oh. I really need you to run, not through the smushy. No smushy. No smushy. There we go. It was very close to being smushy. We are very low on boosted stats. Whoopsies. I guess our max is actually 44, not 41 or whatever it was the other time. I think we could probably eke out another kill as long as we don't lose too much prayer to the little guys. Yeah. Nope. Sorry. It's funny. Yeah, except for that green beam and also having a whole bunch of stuff in the bag already. The best deterrent to PKers is to starve them to death by not feeding them. Look at those Dagon High robes. We need to do a Dagon High opening at some point, but I think I'm gonna try and hold off on all the openings through the end of the year. And then I think we'll just, again, try to do a whole bunch. Just back to back, side by side, whatever. We'll just do a whole bunch of openings like we did earlier this year. Every 6 months or so, I like the idea of doing a big key opening, nest opening, etc., etc., etc. All the different types of things you can open. I like the idea of just plowing through all of them. I don't know why my nose is so itchy on the one side. Blah. What do you think our Iron Man spindle rank is or was before this stream? It's not great, but I'm curious what it is. Spindle 679 is 4,907. Wow, that is surprising. I guess for Iron Man, Spindle makes a lot more sense to kill than any of the other bosses because Spindle drops the red spider eggs, and I don't think anybody else drops anything else. Thinking through. I mean, Calvarion drops the Mortmeyer fungus, but that's not a big deal. Who else is there? RTO, I can't think of anything. It's just the red D'hide, which is nice, but not, like, huge. Not for an Iron Man. You can get that from Vorkath, you know? You don't need to come all the way out here. You don't need to do all that. You can find other ways to scratch that crafting itch. If you itch for the craft, it can be scratched. It's grinds like this that make me feel like I should have a main account that's doing something else. Like, you could definitely do some AFK Slayer, even though this is the wilderness. You could definitely have a cannon auto-retaliate task going, you know? Stack up the clues in a little pile, do those later. Just alternate between which account's AFKing and which one's actually working. Or grinding. Boink. We should probably make a little graphic for the stream that shows our bingo goals for the year. That would be kind of cool. Not bingo goals, sorry. Our goals for the year. We could do like a bingo board or some sort of grid. But it's some sort of little graphic that shows what we're working on or working toward. Or the other items we could be working toward. That'd make it easier to spin the wheel, you know? Or we could just select something. I guess we could have house's choice on the wheel. But if we just had some sort of way to differentiate what we're doing. The way I did it this year was pretty much what A item is going to affect B grind, which is why we're here before Bosani. It's also why Chambers should be higher priority than other things. As far as things that affect other things, getting the best magic items in the game, the best bow in the game, the best prayer for range in the game, and the best dragon hunting items and range offhand in the game are going to be helpful across the board. Being 9 of the best items in the game is going to be super helpful for every other grind. Thanks. Which isn't to necessarily say we should do those first. Because sometimes, I mean, I've said this before, it's always like, what's the best order? Well, if you have a Void Waker, it makes it a bit easier to do other stuff. Conversely, if you get the other stuff done, it makes it a bit easier to get the Void Waker. If we have the Bludgeon here, it's easier to get the Void Waker. But if we got a Void Waker, it'd make it easier to kill Sire to get the Bludgeon parts. I don't know, maybe we don't... I'm always a bit divided on pets for like a goal for the year. Like, do you do pets as a number, which is what I did this year? I said 3 pets. Or do you do pets as like a category? Which is kind of what I'm thinking of next year. Like if we do all the skilling pets, or all wilderness pets, all X pets. So it just divides them up like that. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I don't know what the best way is to do that. Because on the one hand, you want to make it so it's easy to just be like, oh, we're hunting wilderness pets, you know, and it's just, that's the content. It creates a nice little subcategory. But on the other hand is like, you don't want to be drilling down too hard. The skilling pets, while not impossible, certainly have some really drag kind of ones in there. Real long, boring, like the Chinchampa pet. I don't know that that's really that helpful to grind for, like having all those extra Chinchampas. And I know it's not in the skilling pets, but I think I'm going to count the Quetzin as a skilling pet, just for my own sake. Like, that doesn't make any sense to be anywhere but a skilling pet. You just get it through skilling. I don't know if it counts as one, but I think it should. So I think for the purposes of next year, it'd be skilling, and then in parentheses, Quetzin. Trying to think of what other categories I've been toying with. Flying pets is another one. Dragon pets is one I've seen. Somebody in the stream said they were getting dragon pets. That was their goal, which is a great goal. There are no wrong ways to cut this up. Just like, what do I think makes the most sense and also balances like a grind with a little bit of fun, or at least a little bit of interest. I don't know. Skilling pets for some reason just has stuck with me as being a good one to get done. I think it's because the Abyssal or the Rift Guardian or whatever that is relatively obtainable between AFK grinding and Mind Rune grinding. It's pretty obtainable. It's just a bit slow. And it's one I've just really wanted for, at this point, years. I had another account before quitting that was post 99 rune crafting. So I think it makes sense to put skill pets as a category. Go that way. Or that way's fine. Just don't go down to the web. He's got 80, which is just okay. It's 86, which is 86 one hits, or we could just, yeah, hit some 20s, 30s, and be done. One more, 18, 19. Cool. Blighted Super restores. Rune two-hander. Strange fruit. That's what they call not perfect. Why are you there? That's weird. Had a Slayer helmet on. It's the Mystic Cape that really sold it as not being a threat, because Mystic Capes are dumb. But why he just came in and took like 3 hits? Who could say? Who could say? Who could explain the mind of a strange account like that? I suppose a bot would probably, well, scratch that. I'm gonna say a bot would get pretty far with the Slayer Helm, but the Slayer Helm takes a lot of Slayer points to make. You have to unlock it. So probably not, no. It would certainly be off, it would throw me off the trail if I saw a bot with a Slayer Helm. I wouldn't think it's a bot, but it's because the Slayer Helm takes so long. A bot would never. It'd have to be a stolen account. Which does happen, but I wouldn't think it's a bot. It's still report them if they were body. That guy had a body name, but clearly not body behavior. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just thought click boss. Maybe he couldn't see us. I don't know. I try not to think through too many of other people's thoughts. I gotta stop saying I don't know so much, right? Goodness gracious. It's true though. In these instances, I do not know. I don't want to overthink the bot when it's just speculating. I think that's what the issue I'm having. I don't want to just sit here and speculate as to figuring out the best way to bot, because I'm never going to know. It's always going to be changing. There's always going to be new patterns. Like some bots now get some boss kill count, or the hacked account thing is always a thing now. Something you see more regularly. Accounts that are hacked going on to bot. I don't feel like that was something months ago, year ago. I don't know, maybe it was. See, I say I don't know again, but I do not know. I don't know how long hacked accounts have been running around and botting. Probably a long time. Probably. I just feel like it's picked up as of late. I would have loved to see that guy die, though. I think that would have been funny. Just dying to Spindle without ever actually getting into the fight. Just from standing there and taking range hits. He was taking the hits I was complaining about. The random 20s. The hits that are far too powerful. I don't think we're going to use a super or a stamina potion. I also said super run energy. We're not going to use a stamina pot because I hope, we can get this kill with the 28 stamina we have left. It's got about half health. But if we can get the kill with the stamina we have left, we can just roll over and bank. Got a lot of super or blighted super restores. So I'd rather just put them in a box, you know, put them back in the bank rather than hang out here with them. They're useful, and I like to keep useful stuff. We actually do use them. It's not like they're useful as in one day, like red dehyde. It's like these are actually useful and getting used. I think likewise, we're not going to recharge prayer unless we absolutely need to. But I think he's only got 72 health. I think if we can land a couple decent hits here, we should be fine. 6. Wow, good start, good stuff. There we go, 23. Come on, buddy. 35. Ooh, that's nice. Whatever it is, we'll just put it in the sack. Ranging potions. Wasn't expecting much. What else was there? A rune pickaxe. Okay, I was like, there's some other item there. That was not a ranging potion. Rune pickaxe is irrelevant, not useful, not getting used, is getting melted. Will be melted very soon. I'm just gonna dump all the super restores. A lot of 4 dosers. Not the biggest trip, but the super restores kind of make up for it, in my opinion. Just nice to have them. We have 162 3 dosers. This is what I'm saying, right? It's nice to have them around. They're good potions to have. The necklace. The old necklace. Gotta swap it in. Put away the 5 one. Gotta be ready to go make those glories. The eternal glories. Can't be waiting. Ugh, big stretch. Okay, if you're lurking in the Twitch or YouTube chat, feel free to follow or subscribe. I'm gonna go and eat the anglerfish. Why not? We're here. We're in the wilderness. Things are getting wild. We're running. There's another dude just running on by. Love when we show up here and it doesn't have damage already done to it. Beautiful. I think we're low on... Yeah, we're low on boosted levels. Bonk. 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 Oh, we took damage. We took run energy damage. The worst kind of damage. Run energy and prayer, I think. I think that drains prayer. far more difficult fight here than over at Calvarion. Not just because we don't hit as often or as much, but it requires actually doing something. Calvarion, just like chase him around and beat the crap out of him. Just takes little steps and just hit him over and over and over and over. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, he drug us into it. Not beautiful. Ugly. Time to die. For the sheer ugliness that's in your heart. Is our bag open? Gotta shut that. I thought that was gonna be it. For some reason, that was like exciting. Oh, we're at 701. It was a 701st. I don't know. My initial response was one of enthusiasm and excitement. An enthused excitement. I thought, 700, that's such a beautiful number to go on the green log. 700, such a beautiful time, beautiful space. I think we can land it there, right? Can we just be done? No. It was our 60th kill on the loot tracker. He keeps doing that where he throws us backward into the slime. I assume it's slimy. It might be sticky, but you run through it, so it can't be sticky. Not too sticky. Not as sticky as spiders can be. I always forget how long the range is on throwing darts. It's not long whatsoever. I always think it's like maybe a step or two longer. Oh, okay. Step or two longer range. Seems to bite me in the butt. I think it'll be fine, and then it's not fine. This is a sticky one. We'll go here, just to bother anybody who comes in. Why? Why? You can check the cave. Maybe they can't. Maybe they don't have kills. Maybe that's why these people are jumping in. Need to be more understanding. Can't just not look them up, assume they have kills, and then get mad at them. Maybe they don't have any kills whatsoever. You can't see who's in the cave until you've killed like 1 million. I think it's like 7 or 10. It's not 7. It'd be 10, I think, maybe. The only way to do that is jumping in the cave like an idiot. 20. Alright, Flappy. 20. 20 is also more than 0. And I don't know how many of these people have. That guy did look a little sus, though, didn't he? The black d'hide. I think a dragon, or not dragon, snakeskin bandana. A little sus, maybe. No complaints, but a little weird. I don't know. It's fine. Ugh, don't do that. There was a time when I had to come out here and jump in on people and just go, sorry, my bad. Maybe we have like a monthly pet hunt. Maybe that's what we do for pets next year. We have 1 pet a month. We have to get 1 pet a month. 1 pet a month is like a lot, though. That would put us well over halfway done by the end of the year. But 1 pet a month is a lot, right? I guess it depends on the pet. Like a Moxie or a Scurious isn't a big deal. But when we run out of Moxies and Scuriouses and we're chasing Olm for a month and like, we gotta get Olm within the month, it's like, we'll see. That seems like a bit of a stretch. I don't know. Is that too much? It doesn't seem terrible. And what of dupes? What if we have other goals? Let's say we don't get the Void Waker this year and our Void Waker goal goes to next year. Do we just assume if we get a dupe pet that counts for the month? Very nice. Very cool. I think I'd rather be a new pet every month. But then some of them are so ridiculous. And some of them, like Slayer pets, require such other circumstances. Such specific other circumstances. Like, the Abyssal Sire pet? What are we gonna do about that? We're just hunt sire tasks? That seems unreasonable. Certainly not fun. Certainly not pleasurable. I wouldn't mind finishing out Slayers. That's another one. Slayer pets. That's another category we could put together if we were trying to do pets by category. Could just say Slayer pets. What else do we need? We need Sire. We need Grotesque Guardians. Hydra. Araxor. That may be it. It's not a lot. I think that's it. Like, actually. Because a lot of the stuff, a lot of the bosses that I do on task and like in my brain allocate to being a boss task isn't like Dagonoth Kings. I need all the pets there, but those aren't Slayer bosses. So categorically they wouldn't fall into the bucket. Here's the strange fruit. We love to see it. I'd rather have more strange fruits than composts. I'd rather have like a 4 strange fruit drop than a compost drop. What other Slayer pets are there? I feel like I'm missing one. Sire, we said that. Hydra said that. Trying to go down the list here. Those aren't Slayer pets. We have Kraken. Like KQ is another one. Serb count 511. We got 5. It does count, but we have the pet. Sorry, I thought you meant count, like the kill count. 511. We have the Cerberus pet. Anything that you can only kill on task. So Cerberus is one of them. Thermi. But we have Thermi. We have Cerberus. Kraken we have. I hate you so much, little spider. Going through the list here. Must be you can kill off task. Yeah, I think that's it. All the Desert Treasure 2 ones, that's another category, but they're not on task things. That's gonna hurt. Yep. Holy cow. No. Goodness gracious, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, there's nothing else here that's on task. You can do Vorkap on task, but like, that's clearly not a Slayer pet monster. It has to be something that's a Slayer monster that you can only do on task. Grotesque Guardians is the one I really would like. That and Hydra are both right at kill count. We should be getting those anytime. Oh, we're at 2000 Duke, KC. Look at that. Rank 337 among the Irons. That's crazy. That's fun. Isn't that cool? You just don't see it very often. 2000 even. It's not for lack of trying it, Duke. It's just nothing comes out. We're not done. The Vestige has not been obtained, so I was doing that last night while Bay and I watched a TV show. Not done yet. I want to see my overall Duke. KC. Not Iron. Though Iron is the only one that matters to me, really. But where do we rank overall? I'm pretty sure the Desert Treasure 2 bosses are still botted, so I'm not going to put a lot of weight on this. We're ranked 2655 overall. Very cool. Very cool. There's our Dark Crab drop. We haven't seen that here yet. That's cool. Get the food pumped up. I feel like if we do break down the bosses by category for goals next year, I don't want to do more than one category. So I don't want to do like all skilling pets and all Slayer pets, or all skilling pets and all flying pets. Like, they might overlap a little bit, like if we did all skilling and all flying pets, or if we did, I don't know, all dragons and all raid uniques from Chambers. Like, there's some overlap there, and that's fine, but I don't want to just do 2 different buckets of pets. I don't want to turn into just a pet grinding account. We'd have to get so many upgrades to go pet grinding. Like, I would want all of the raid stuff before we go pet grinding. It just doesn't make sense to me to lock in on pets, especially, and we've talked about this before with like Dagonoth Kings, but especially when there are such big differences in the speed at which you can obtain pets if you have all of the items. If we took an stack of amethyst arrows and a twisted bow, we're going to get way faster kills at Dagonoth Kings than the pipe we're using right now. So it'll lock in on pets. And it's like, well, you could lock in on pets, or you could play the game faster. You could get the other collection log stuff and then help yourself. Makes a lot more sense. And that's what we'll be doing. So I don't want to overcommit to like pets, either as categorically... Oh, red spider's eggs. So we are always going to bank red spider's eggs, just so we're clear on that. Red spider eggs for this account, for an Iron Man account, 250 of them, absolutely getting banked. We need them. We will always need them. Once the Void Waker piece is done here, there's no reason to come back here. So it's always going to be bank red spider eggs just right off the bat. So that's why we split. Other than that, the loot was fine. Nothing crazy. I'm burning through the stamina potions, but they're coming back as 1 and 2 doses, so it's okay. I think we're going to grab some more darts. We're running low on bronze ones, but that's okay. As I said before, we can certainly take mithril. There's no problem with that. Oh, if you're lurking in the Twitch chat, follow or subscribe. It's appreciated. Or the YouTube chat. I forget where on YouTube. YouTube or Twitch. Follow or subscribe. It's appreciated. It's an absolute pleasure. After this, if we can get this, before the end of the stream, we'll just go puncture RTO 100,000 times and call it. Seems good. I'd love to pet grind. I think the wilderness one is on the list. Maybe wilderness and skilling together. Those aren't terrible because skilling pets are kind of AFK. The ones, well, they're not really AFK. They're very chill. They're just very, very chill. So like the squirrel pet, we need the squirrel, we need the bird, the Quetzal. We need, what's the other one? Chinchampa. And the rune crafting. Rune crafting is very AFK if you want it to be, or you can be very involved. Either way, it's not dangerous. It's pretty chill. The squirrel is just a lot of penguin agility. Quetzal is a lot of hunter rumors, which also kind of bleeds into the Chinchampa pet. And the Chinchampa pet is going to be super easy once they finally update mobile to have single tap, because we'll just set the boxes on hunter, the Chinchampa boxes, and just do it on mobile. It'll be a lot faster. So all of that to say, I feel like skilling pets and wilderness pets wouldn't be the worst combination. I know I just said about not doing 2 sets of pets, but wilderness pets is for me is Calvarion and RTO. That's all that's left. And Calvarion we can kill off task with a salve, and we can burr through some kills. And RTO we can either kill on task, or we can just take a Venator bow, not the Venator, the Web Weaver, and we'll get through the kills pretty quick. So between the 2 we have left to complete the wilderness pet list, they're definitely the 2 easiest. So that might be fine to do with skilling pets. Otherwise, I don't like the idea of doing any double pet stuff. So I don't want to just turn into pet hunting. But those 2 specifically won't get much more optimized. Okay, the Dragonstone thing is always a little obnoxious, because it looks like a gem. Especially in this one, it's purple, At Calvarion, it wasn't as bad, but here, it just looks like what I need. Try to think if there are other pets that I'd be willing to do like that. I don't know. I tried to cut up the board, the task list, the goals for the year. Well, first of all, this year, 2024, is the first time I've ever made goals for the game, like on an annual basis, and said by the end of 2024, I'd like to have XYZ done. Second of all, I like to have the list set up in a way that's like some of it's AFK, like genuinely AFK, and some of it is kind of focused or very focused. That way, if I just have a lot of mobile time one week, or I'm reading a lot in real life, or something is going on, I can just set the game to go. So like one of the goals was 3 pets, and getting KBD pets, which was one of the ones we got early this year. It's just super easy. KBD is doable on mobile. You can pretty much, once you get in the private instance, just stab away and eat every so often. It's not a big deal. What are the other ones? Like mulk fishing, super duper mindless, but not super AFK. But you can do that on mobile, like on a walk or something. You just... So I like to have a blend is the goal. One of the goals for the goal list is to make it so the goals aren't like going to be overwhelming. I don't want it to be Osani completed, raids completed. What's another thing we have to do? Inferno, Coliseum. Like I don't want it to be all stuff we need to sit down at the PC and do. Having some of it we can do on the laptop is nice. My laptop has a little baby mouse. It's actually on the other side of the desk right now. Normally the lap stop's not in here. But having it so there's some diversity in what we're doing. Just options for how we're going to pursue the goal. I thought that was going to be it. Should know better. The Void Waker other point did not come at a time that I thought it was going to be. I guess we can use the speed thing, can't we? The little quick prayers. Sorry, circling back. Yeah, so just trying to think through the different stuff that would be helpful, the different categories we could put in place when hunting that will make it like surmountable, make it so we can handle it, but also make it so it is kind of diverse. Also, not boring. I don't know. I don't want it to just be like the most arbitrary goals. I think one of the AFK goals for the year should be Castle Wars. That's not a huge goal for the year, but sometimes it's nice to have easier goals. Trouble Brewing feels like another terrible one. Trouble Brewing's a bit more terrible because it's not totally AFK. Castle Wars, if you have 2 accounts, is completely AFK. And I believe Castle Wars can be done with a free account, so I think you just set it and you're cooking. But Trouble Brewing, my understanding with the updates and everything they've done, or maybe it was like this prior to the updates, but you still have to go in and like do something in the game, and then it's AFK. Soul Wars is another one. It's like, how passive is Soul Wars? Barbarian Assault, that's another one. So now I'm just naming collection log things. But like, is it worth it? You know, is it worth it to do those in the same year? Because they're kind of active, pseudo-active. I don't know what you'd call that. They're not dangerous. They're fairly chill. Barbarian Assault's, I don't know. It's not my favorite content in the game. I think it kind of sucks. But it won't get any faster. I don't think it gets any faster. I think with the Void, the Elite Void, and the Venator, I think we're at maximum speed over there. And then talking about pets is like the Muspa is another one we've mentioned on the stream that I really don't want to pet hunt until after we have a Twisted Bow. I really don't want to bang up my crystal armor over and over and over and over when we could just finally get a bow, you know? I say just as like it's just around the corner, but it's what you have to do. You just keep hammering away at the Twisted Bow until it shows up. And we need it for other things, so combat achievements should probably be a goal for the year. Probably. I don't know. Probably. I'm not very good about doing them. I don't find them to be fun. I don't like challenges like that in games. I never do. I don't like speed trials in racing games. I don't like... I don't know. The Xbox achievements that feel arbitrary and make you go out of your way to do something that's completely silly. I don't like that. So, having them on this game doesn't really add a lot for me. I get it if they're like difficult, but I don't get it when they're difficult and silly. Like the salamander ones, I think are just absolutely silly. Trying to think of the difficult ones. The speed ones are difficult, but they're RNG is the problem I have on here. But the difficult ones that are like the Hydra one where you wear just Darox, the no pressure, I think is what it's called. That one's fine. Like it's difficult and it requires skill, but it's not completely RNG. Like you can handle it. It's persistence, you know? But the ones that are, I don't know. Some of them are just seem so over the top and either silly or RNG based. Like the gauntlet speed ones are just pretty heavily based on what rooms you get. How you just get dealt a hand and you're like, oh, that's a good hand to run this. We should get back and do those. Ooh, gone. Yeah. Probably should have done those before we got the Hunlift pet. That's probably on me. Definitely. It was certainly doable before we got here. Now we're here with the pet and like now I definitely don't want to go back. Just need to keep on potioning up. Good. Good. Beautiful. Got a little dicey there. Let's think what else. Do we have any weapon goals? I think aside from raid rares, we don't have any weapon goals. Maybe a swift blade? Stuff from LMS, like the clamp for the Granite Maul. But I don't think we need to worry about too many of those. A Void Waker will take care of Fosani just fine. We have claws. I think if there are other, like, niche weapons. Elder Mall seems like it'd be good, but you just kind of work on the raids and get that along the way. We have a Dragon Warhammer, so... Ooh. Onyx bolt tips, huh? Bank those. Be right back. Oh, look at that little pow of deadly people. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Thankfully, we're not wearing a salve amulet, so I don't feel like they can tell what we're doing. They do look very intimidating. But I don't think they know. Maybe they do. You never know. Best we just don't linger. Why am I missing something? I'm not. I'm good. We're good. Oh no, the amulet. Oh jeez. I've made a horrible mistake. Wearing a 5 spot. The old glory. Ugh, we stretch. Ugh, stretch the other way. Stretch it all out. Yes. Part of the problem. Ugh, the other thing you need to think about for next year. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Nope. Nope. I was going to say something about the categories in the collection log, but something else to think about when we're talking about goals for next year is that they're introducing the collection log ranking system. So it may behoove us to just focus on getting to a certain rank. Like that could make sense as a plan, as a play. Just saying we want to be, oh, am I really, yeah, we're really low on runes. Saying we want to be rank, you know, gilded rank or dragon rank or whatever. If I linger on. What? Bay is messaging me from the other room. Said hi. I said hello. Let's see what she wants. Yeah, see what's going on. See if she good. Maybe I'd have to go hang out with Bay. She might need me. Let's see what Slayer pets are. Is there a category for Slayer pets? All pets. No Slayer pets. Oh, Skilling pets. So they don't have Quetzal in here. Yeah, so these 3 are just kind of a pain in the tushy. Otherwise. Guardians of the Wrist, we're down to the pet and this. And that's totally random. And this we just save up for. I think we could get this first part done pretty easily. LMS is a nice stopping point for the flow here. Look at that. Look at that. Victor's Cape 1000. Master Mixology is in process. We've fulfilled orders. What else? Soul Wars. We just have to hammer on there. Trouble Brewing is a mess and a half. These aren't terrible. All of these are just... This is just the tedious tab. And clues. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we have a number of clues we do. Like we say X amount. But I'm gonna go check on Bay. She's asked me to come by and bring her some stuff. She's in need, so I must help. So I'm gonna go. If you're lurking, feel free to follow or subscribe. It's appreciated. We went for a couple of hours. We might come back. So I'll spend some time with Bay, make sure she's in ship shape, and then head to the gym, and then maybe we come back later. I don't know. It's another lovely weekend over here. So Zordy, Flappy, Patrick, anybody else who swung through, thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys before long. Bye-bye, so long, kisses.